Hey, Rob Leatham at the 2015 NRA annual meeting in Nashville. I've been shooting for about 30 years, and I've met a lot of really neat people. And at one of these shows, they all come out. And this is a chance for you to meet them. I'm with a friend of mine, Colonel Robert K. Brown, fame from Soldier Fortune magazine. You know, lately, one of the big rages in the shooting world has been the 3-gun thing. But what people don't know is that you guys started that, and the first successful 3-gun was the Soldier of Fortune shooting matches that started back in
1980.
1980.
Yeah, we started the first 3-gun match in 1980 and ran it for about 23 years.
Yeah.
And over that period of time, we grew to the point that we were having 234 shooters over a 3-day match in Las Vegas. But as you pointed out, we were the first ones that really got the concept going. I digressing slightly. I used to be an old Army bullseye shooter. So I acquainted a little bit with competition. And when you can put on a 3-day match with 234 shooters and you only have a couple of people sniveling about something, you're doing something right.
You're doing a good job. You don't have everybody bitching about something.
And of course, as you know, the bulk of our people were law enforcement, a fair number of military.
Right.
And you had a lot of cops that would come out and they'd build their vacation around the 3-gun match in Vegas. They'd give the old lady and the kids a credit card, go, and they'd shoot for 3 days. So,
well, I remember. I think the first year I shot was, I think it was '82. Bob, I don't remember, Carl, but I think it was '82, and I think I won it in '85, and I'll always remember that because I remember a lot of the shenanigans that were going on at the hotel. They were playing, I think we were with punji sticks on the pool, and with those kind of things. But it was probably, I mean, it was by far the leader and the best of all the 3-gun matches that they still had. They're still better than the ones we have now. I'm not sure that's going to anger some people, but they were, because it was a fixture. And it just really changed the whole landscape of how the matches were shot.
The one that sticks in my mind was the stage, and I don't remember what year, but the stage where you're firing at a series of targets out of a moving car.
Man, it had to have been a long time ago because I'm not really remembering it right
and
now.
what they had done, of course, the match directors didn't tell the Hertz company about this.
Used the rental car?
Yeah, they took the passenger door off so you could engage the target.
So you could shoot out the truck? Hey, you know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? They don't really need to know.
That's true.
Well, those of us that shoot currently and all the 3-gun shooters, we all really owe you a debt. I know that it was more than just the match, too, because there was a whole convention on it. You were the first one to really run a what do you call it, a display area that brought out all the shooters. The support was amazing from the whole industry.
Well, I can remember back in '84, don't ask me why I remember that particular year, because basically I have the memory of an insect. But be that as it may, '84 we had something like $40,000. Now keep in mind the time frame, that's what, 3 decades ago.
Yeah.
We had $40,000 in prize cash.
Right.
Cash prizes.
Right. Big money.
And that ignores all the guns and the accessories, etc. So it was a well-sponsored match.
It was one of the best, if not the best. I remember, I think it was '85 I won, and I think, if I'm not missing right, I either won 5 or 10 grand in cash. And I think that year I made $12,000 at my job. So that was one of the huge stepping stones that made me want to become a professional shooter. So I appreciate that.
Well, the last year we had the 3-gun match, I moved it down to Raton. I'm on the board of trustees of the NRA Whittington Center, which is a wonderful facility. I always encourage anybody that's going to vacation in the Southwest that's a shooter, they've got to stop by the Whittington Center.
It's a fantastic, you can shoot everything. They use pistols and shotguns, long range.
Well, as I said, we're doing long-range precision shooting out there, which was there was something called, on the metal silhouette ring, there's something called the White Buffalo. And the White Buffalo is a metal silhouette target, 10 feet by 6 feet.
10 feet by 6 feet, okay?
10 feet wide, 6 feet tall.
Big sucker.
With, at 1,123 yards.
1123?
1123. So we had all of us, we had 8 of us out there. We all hit the white buffalo. And as I explained to you earlier, when the initial euphoria of having accomplished that wore off, when you think about it and being pragmatic, why, as long as you got the right rifle,
right,
ammo, cartridge, right cartridge, and you got your scope doped right, and you exercise the basic principles of marksmanship,
right,
there is no it's no big thing.
Right. It's hard. It's funny to
initially
say
to start. Yeah.
I think when you look at a target 1123 away, you're going like, really? How am I going to hit that thing?
They also therefore have down at the Whittier Center, they have shirts on the back that says, "I shot the white buffalo."
Shot the white buffalo
at 1,123 yards. So I've been wearing the shirt around Boulder, Colorado, to see if I could get some stupid anti-gunner to give me a ration of crap about killing a buffalo, and then I would of course respond. But I haven't been able to get anybody to take me up on that yet.
So anybody that wants to be a shooter, if you like shooting vacation, especially like I do, I mean I kind of shoot all the time because sometimes it's work and sometimes it's not. You'd say Whittington Center would be a great place to drop by, huh?
Oh yeah, as I said, we had our last 3-gun match there, and we only had, and I knew we would not have as many shooters simply because in Vegas you had the cops come. They'd take their yearly vacation, they'd give the wife the credit card, and the wife and kids go play, and the cops would shoot.
Right.
Well, there's not much to play in Raton.
In Raton, you got to be there for the shooting.
Yeah, that's right. and so but we still had 184 shooters.
Fantastic.
And they really liked it because the great thing about conducting the match in Raton was that they were just not square ranges. They're using the natural terrain.
Right.
All the shooters. And look, the guys that came to the Soldier Fortune match were pretty much professionals for the most part. They knew what they were doing. They were not just Sunday shooters. So they really appreciated the fact that we had various stages and various types of terrain.
Right, and that's what gave it it took it from being like, just like you say, shooting on a flat range with known distances. I still remember we were guessing on distances a lot of the time. We're using makeshift supports, kind of like the field.
Right.
It was a great match.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I really appreciate your time, and thank you for running those events.